Mr. Wang Peng Chao as the first speaker. Yes, hi. You're welcome. Please, you have the floor.
Thank you. So, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Wang Peng Chao, a university student from China. The global pandemic has changed the world in the past 2020 and made great changes to our lives. We have witnessed a lot through the rise of the pandemic and the courageous people who are saving us from the pandemic. With the efforts of the heroic people worldwide and the transnational collaboration, the world is slowly getting back to normal. The pandemic will end in the foreseeable future, but this will also bring long-lasting impacts to the youth and the younger generation. Youth are now more integrated into the world via electronic and remote way. During the pandemic, students are not only acquired the way of studying online, but also the way of knowing the world online. Access to information makes us more connected with public affairs, including public health and drug use prevention. We can have the statistics that allows us to understand the world more objectively, and the youth can think about the potential solutions that can solve problems and develop the skills we need to learn to put those solutions into practice. Accurate information is important because it is the foundation upon which young people make decisions and build skills. No man is an island, and this severe pandemic provides an opportunity for youths to reflect on the world as a whole and take in lessons on how to protect the globe as one community with a shared future. The pandemic has also set a new challenge to the drug prevention career. We need decisive actions in drug prevention as it is needed in the battle against COVID-19. We should invest equal attention in drug use prevention as we do in public health. In China, we have built an online platform that involves more than 230,000 schools and 98 million students, where students can acquire the knowledge and begin to develop drug use prevention skills. We live in a world of great diversity, but we can learn through the facts and figures that shares commonalities. I hope the experience from China can exhibit a possible model for drug use prevention among teenagers. By starting factor-based, data-supported, and scientific research, we can continue to implement the most efficient drug prevention programs. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, let's build a healthy and drug-free world together. I just completed my vaccination last week, and I can feel our world is back into normal. Today, China has completed 1.1 billion doses of vaccination, and I sincerely hope we can meet in person very soon and wish our world back to normal. Thank you.
I thank you. And now I invite Ms. Julia Rasmussen to take the floor.
Thank you. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, my name is Sarah, and I'm a 21-year-old woman from Norway and Denmark. I work actively in the youth organization Juvente, where I've been working with substance use prevention for 7.5 years now. COVID-19 has taken more from us than we'd like to admit. Where I live in Oslo, I only have a small dorm room. From being my place to rest and escape, it turned into a place of constant isolation and loneliness. I had home office in that room, I slept in that room, and I sometimes ate in that room while working. Not being able to meet your friends like normal, the constant fear of not knowing if your friends follow the health guidelines or how many they see every day. Being confined to a small room took a toll on my mental health, and I can imagine the same for the students and young ones, but also for the elderly who are in the same situation. It affects all ages. I was lucky enough to have a good safety net around me. My parents helped me, and I've been equipped with healthy coping mechanisms. Sadly, that is not the case for everyone. Some might not have the support they need or the tools to gain strong coping skills. Some, as a result, may have resorted to substance use. However, we don't know the full extent of the consequences from COVID-19. Research takes time, and we can't get the full picture right away. We won't know until years later when we can look back and do the proper research on how it has affected our lives. That is why we need to keep focusing on providing people the opportunity to develop resilient mental and emotional coping skills, so that in the event of future misfortunate situations, we are better prepared to combat the social and psychological repercussions. We all feel it. We feel it in our daily lives, our personal life. We feel it in our work life. We feel it in our ways we engage. In Juventum, my youth organization, we value the youth-to-youth method. Us youth engage with other youth to talk about prevention and active choice making. COVID-19 took that platform from us. We are no longer able to meet other youth. We can no longer have physical activities and are no longer able to connect with each other. Yes, we have gained a whole new platform with digital meetings. Yes, it's great for most meetings, but it's not the same. I no longer feel the connectedness I felt when I sat down in a room with other youth. Sitting in front of a screen does not engage in the same way. My concentration is not the same. And are we even listening? We may be present, but are we really listening? I can only speak for myself. I am not 7 billion people. We need to keep researching to see how digital prevention programs work and how the digital school and work life affects us. Only then are we able to know where to go from here. And we youth are ready to help creating solutions. Together we can do more. So please work with us. Hear our voice. So thank you for listening.
Thank you for this appeal to the Commission and the world at large.